Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel Review Anything and Everything. Today we're going to get into the BIBURY Multi-Tools Pliers 19-in-1. So the kind of way we distinguish between the different ones is the number in one. They do have model numbers behind them, but it's just easier just to say how many tools are on the set, because most of the time they won't double up the same number of tools um, while having two different models but having the same number of tools. Often they kind of won't do that. So distinguishing it in that way. So just take a quick look at the box here. I don't know if in previous versions they were putting the material on it, but it seems to be now a kind of a major thing to really put the materials on it. So here you have the main material is 3CR13 and the knife material is 7CR13, which I'm told is pretty. I looked it up a little brief, Google search to see how that was, and it said it's pretty good steel. It says it's under 420 steel, but it's still somewhat comparable. So I guess that's pretty good, but I'm no expert when it comes to that. Here you see the layout of tools that it comes with. You can pause the video and read them all for yourself. I'm not going to run through all of them, but you got all your basic layouts, those pliers, regular pliers, wire cutters, ruler, wood saw. We're going to go through all the tools as I lay it out. But yes, and also too, you have your bit driver kit. So that's always a plus. That now, from what I'm seeing, BIBURY actually comes with the little bit. I'm going to put this aside. They always come with their little bit kit on almost every set now. So this is the standard sheath and the standard little bit set that comes with it, where the Pro comes with the bigger set. I think that's a really big plus, because most of these tools, especially for here, the non-Pro version, which would include, this is the 19-in-1. Previously, I reviewed the 20-in-1, but nonetheless, all of them now, the smaller ones, the non-Pro, are going to come with this 3-bit kit set, which is nice that you at least have that. You know what I mean? It's a free option that's coming along with it. This goes for $30. Link's going to be in the description, but sometimes you have coupons that go along with it that bring the price down even lower. Now, one thing I want to mention when it comes to this particular tool is that this one was actually updated with the wire cutters. I'm having a brain fart right now. I don't want to say removable wire cutters, but for lack of a better word, removable wire cutters, replaceable wire cutters. That's what I meant to say. I'm sorry. Replaceable wire cutters. Now, the original version of this, which I've seen people who had reviews online that were maybe 3 years old or 2 years old at least, or something in that ballpark range, didn't have the replaceable wire cutters. So this one does. So it's a little bit of an update. With that being said, I purchased this one. I've always liked this standard look. If you want to call it the Leatherman Wave look, I like this a little more so than the previous one that I reviewed, which was the 20-in-1. I'm just going to put that on screen just so you could see, because that one is a little more reminiscent of this outer shell is like the free P style of the of Leatherman's line. So obviously that's where they get their inspirations from. But with that being said, I like the general look of this and most people would be a fan of that, because obviously Leatherman had that kind of look for a while. So I kind of like this look better, but I will say that there's some aspects of the tools that are a little different. And I'll go into that in a later video in terms of like a direct comparison. But just as far as what you get here, here is your serrated blade. Here is your saw. Let me adjust the angle a little bit so we can get a better view of the tool when I have it in my hands. So the pocket clip, and that was one of the reasons why I purchased this, was because of the pocket clip. So yeah, I wanted to have another one with a pocket clip with this look, with this kind of like wave look. Here you have the knife. Most of the tools are going to be common, which we've all seen before. But for those who are just coming to see this video of this tool and haven't looked at any of the other ones, here goes your file. This is the diamond edge, as they call it, and this is the I forget the term that's used for this. Cross, I believe it's cross file, is what they call it. I'm sorry, I'm having a little bit of brain fart right now when it comes to that, but and then getting into the tool set here and the inside. Now you obviously have your 1/4-inch bit driver and reversible bit, which is always a great touch. And obviously the fact that it comes with a little kit is great. And then on this side here, you pretty much have the same tool layout as this hasn't been updated. So you have the same tool layout as what was, I previously reviewed the Fleisa multi-tool, and a lot of clones of the Wave originally started like that. But the reason why I say it like that is because and later on I'm going to do a comparison. Matter of fact, I'm sorry, not later on. I will do a quick comparison in a moment. I'm sorry, later on in the video. I mean, with the 20-in-1, and just show you, just at least on the tail end of this, how these tools are different. So here, I'm sorry, you have the can opener, the wire stripper, and bottle opener. This is your micro screwdriver, but it's just a flathead. You have the larger flathead screwdriver, and then you have your scissors, of course. And the scissors are nice because the spring right here is not a circular spring. It's a very like sturdy, heavy duty spring. And the reason why I say that is because I used to always have issues with Gerber. That was the one weakness I felt about them, is that their springs being circular, sometimes they fall out of line against the tool. And then afterwards, when you're pressing this, it's actually hitting, to demonstrate, this will come towards us. And then now this will, when you push this down, it'll go right past the spring. That's what happened with some of my Gerbers before. So particularly the suspension, the original one. So I just like to point that out, that, you know, that's a good type of spring on a scissor. So this has your basic like layout when it comes to the tools on this, and it's fine. It's definitely a great purchase. But what I want to make note of now, first I want to jump to say something real quick. This has a little bit of wiggle here. This one, when I did a previous video on it, and all this is not just this line, every line that shares this model type, even the SQT ones and other ones like that, are a little bit off like that. That's just the whole design of the tool. I guess they're all being made at the same factory, even though this one has different colors to kind of separate it. But what I was going to get at was that the tools on the back of this one here, the tool set is different. And so it's really a different tool. You're getting a lot of different things because this one has the scissors on the side. But the reason why I just wanted to kind of just show this really quick is the fact that the micro screwdriver that you're getting on this one, this is an older set of tools. And the reason why I say that is obviously certain tools are going to be standard, but now this one has implemented the removable or adjustable micro screwdriver. So you don't have just the flat one, you have the Phillips, and you have the flat one by reversing this. So with that being said, it's an upgrade because obviously it's a more detailed tool. It takes more, you know, more. It's not just a flat piece of like stamped metal. You know, it's a lot more intricate. So I say that to say that this is their original BIBURY, if I'm not mistaken, kind of Wave clone. And though they updated the replaceable wire cutters, just know that, you know, these tools here, though there's nothing wrong with them, but like the micro screwdriver is a little bit more dated in that regard. And then even the plier, close this right here, the plier head is different, you know, and this is probably considered newer. It is newer, but I don't know if it's considered better or not. So I just wanted to point that out. But You could take a pass look at the previous review video of that one there. That is the 20-in-1, and this is the 19-in-1. But yeah, so like I said, it's a great tool, great price. You could choose your poison. The tool is going to be different. While this one's giving you your conventional on the front here, it's giving you the not the I'm sorry, I was about to say the saw, the file, and then something like this would end up giving you the scissors in place of the scissors in place of that. So it's like a matter of picking your poison. But I actually like this tool. As far as I definitely recommend it if you want to go that route. I will say though that the Felisa, which is a 16-in-1, strangely, I don't know where they get these numbers from when it comes to, like, tool sets. I don't know if they count the clip as a tool. I don't know. I don't know where, whatever, because essentially they're all the same tools. But the Felisa, and I'm just gonna, right before I close this video out, is just tighter. You see, it doesn't wiggle. All the tools in it are tighter. Now, some of the tools in here, the tools that are opposite of the screwdriver head, is easier to pull out on the BIBURY than it is on the Felisa. I've said many times before that I've had trouble getting some of these tools out because I really don't have nails. I'm sorry, and it's definitely a tighter fit inside there. But with that being said, the tightness tolerances in this tool is just better. It doesn't come with a clip though. So, I mean, and does that make a difference in terms of like the tightness tolerance of it being maybe a better tool or last longer? I don't know. Maybe just having some play in your tool may not make a difference, but that is something I just wanted to make note of. So even though it is nice, there is a little bit more play in it, not by much. With that being said, you guys, as always, like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next video.